Oh, good. There you are. Let's get started. We're going to have fun.
I am Mike, and I am Portal 2. No, I'm not. Today we got Portal 2 early.
Yes.
I'm in stasis mode.
Yeah, it's great.
Touch
Now,
me,
that's
Jason.
done. It's done.
Touch my ass.
Okay, here.
Oh, your ass exploded.
We got Portal 2 early, so we're gonna bring you an early review, and if it gets taken down, thank you, Val.
I wish there's a portal in this room. The main character is the same that you played in Portal 1. She has been in stasis mode for several hundred years. So basically she wakes up, you don't know what's going on.
What's amazing about this right away is the comedy level is through the roof. You got Stephen Merchant, who's playing Wheatley, who's a little robot who's on this little track that follows you around.
Looks like an eyeball. He's the co-creator of The Office with Ricky Gervais. He's the skinny, tall, lanky guy, but hilarious.
The graphics seem to be a little updated.
Yeah, but it's definitely on the same engine.
Yeah, but what's amazing about this is it's not super updated.
They updated, for example, like the water effect.
There's a lot of little hinting at other Valve games. For
Yes.
instance, Half-Life, Left 4 Dead, and that was funny. GLaDOS is back.
Thank God.
GLaDOS. We don't want to give too much of the story away here, but you really interact with these characters more than you did in the first game because they're right there in front of you.
And see all the moving parts. Valve is excellent at doing robotics. There's so much moving parts in this game, in the level design,
amazing.
everything. You see robot arms and things, pieces falling. It actually looks really nice.
If you don't like a puzzle game and you're new to Portal,
Yeah.
for the love of God, don't play this game.
I know, but this is a puzzle game that makes people who don't like puzzle games intrigued a bit. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
I do
This is the
understand.
best puzzle game ever.
If you're the type of person that does a puzzle game and gets very frustrated, you'll
Right.
throw your controller through your television with this game. The story itself is a very good story, but I feel that there's moments at the beginning of the game that are drawn out.
But that all depends on how quickly you can solve the puzzles, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, we don't want to give too much away again, but there's a moment where you go really far into the facility, way down there.
You didn't like that part, but I enjoyed that.
Now, the reason I don't like that part, right to the bottom of Aperture, and down there the art design changes, and the structure of the puzzles changes as well. It's really confusing right away, and there's things miles away that you have to warp to. And unless you really are paying attention, you can wander around there for hours not figuring out anything. Yes, I do think it's an amazing design game, but I do think off the bat, for new players to the series,
Right.
because it was a little early on in the game.
In my opinion, Portal 1 was a masterpiece, and if you love Portal, then this is going to up it for you, because the issue with Portal, the first one, was it was short. The single player campaign is about 2.5 times longer than Portal. It's hard to say, depending on how fast you solve the puzzles. We're looking at about 12 to 16 hours of gameplay. Then there's the co-op campaign, the multiplayer campaign, where you play with a friend, and that's also the same length, 12 to 16 hours.
Yeah.
So you're getting some bang for your buck. And why is this a revolution, Portal 2? Because it has Steam on it on the PS3 version. So finally, on PS3, you can play with PC gamers. That's pretty
It's
insane.
amazing. You buy this on PS3 and guess what? It comes with a copy for your Mac or your PC. Literally a code in the copy that you buy, and you can play it on Steam, on your PC, your Mac, or the PS3, and they all work together.
If you have Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, you have the choice, definitely go PS3 route.
Yes.
Get it for the PS3.
And what's really spectacular here is to see the new things that they've introduced.
Yeah.
In terms of puzzle design. They have these new things called gels. There's a first gel that you get, and it's blue. Leaking drains. You shoot it onto the walls through portals.
Paints any surface blue, of course, and that makes it bouncy, so it makes that surface bouncy. Then there's the orange gel, and
Which makes you run fast.
makes you run fast. The white gel, now this is really cool.
Oh yeah.
In Portal 1, if you remember, there's some surfaces that you could not shoot a portal at. You couldn't make a portal anywhere. If you throw the white gel on any surface, then you can make a portal on that surface.
Which is spectacular.
It changes everything.
Changes
It opens up more doors.
There's another cool thing, they call it sunlight panels. These bridges made out of blue light. You can use them to block things, to walk on,
Yeah.
block out the robot turrets. It's really cool. And another cool thing that they've introduced are the tube elevators.
Basically, the tube elevator will push you one way or the other. Blue being, I think, forward,
Yep.
and orange being looking backwards or up or down. This adds another complexity to puzzles.
Yeah. And there's moments in this game you come into a new room that you haven't been in.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
you're not just worried about portals anymore. There's other elements and tools at your disposal that you can use to solve puzzles. Multiplayer adds more complexity to it.
now let's talk about the
Split
multiplayer.
screen co-op, me and you were playing it because we couldn't play online because
Nobody
one's
was
on
there. It's amazing because you both play as robots. I play as a turret. You play as this little round ball.
You can basically point at surfaces and areas of the room that you're in.
Yes.
It's like, hey, Jay, portal there, and we can wave at each other. We can do high
Rock,
fives.
paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Valve themselves say when you sign on to Steam, they're like, would you like to play with one of your friends or would you like us to find someone?
Yeah, or would you like to play with your Steam friends or would you like to play with your PSN friends?
Play with somebody you don't know and they don't know what they're doing and you're very skilled at the game, you're going to blow your mind with a gun. My overall score for the game, I'm giving it 8.5 out of 10. The reason I'm not giving it a perfect score is because this is sort of a niche game. You have to like puzzles. If you don't like puzzles, you're not gonna like it. That's not why it's losing the score, of course. For me, I'm kind of upset to not see it graphically overhauled a little bit. It seems like they just added to the engine just a little bit. Some of the really cool things about this is the music that plays during the gameplay is
Yes, I
spectacular.
love that they added that.
Stephen Merchant is brilliant in this. The settings in some of it could have been better, for me at least. How do you like it?
I disagree on some of the things you said. For me, I love puzzle games, and I love Portal 1. This is a masterpiece for me. It did live up to the hype. I give this a 9.5 out of 10. This could be Game of the Year for me personally, and the fact that there's co-op online, and for the PS3 version, the fact that you can play with PC gamers, it's amazing. I love what they did here. Why don't I give it a perfect 10?
Yeah!
I was okay with the graphics. Like, yeah, I want to see Valve's new engine, but like that, maybe they're keeping that for Half-Life 3. The reason why I don't give it a perfect 10 was the loading times. Yeah, it was too much, and some puzzles were so easy that like you solve them so quickly and you're like loading, and it felt sometimes all I'm doing is looking at this loading screen. This is a masterpiece. If you love puzzle games, I really recommend that you play Portal 1 first, then play Portal 2.
Now, I'd like to thank everyone for watching. If you're a new fan of the show now, please subscribe if you like what we do here. We've got something special coming up next week on the show. We're going to announce our brand new sponsor, which is spectacular for us.
Put some Portal gel on your chest.
Yes.
Take a nap. Oh, it's really itchy. But if you throw it at if you throw any surface using...
Whoa! We have to thank my girlfriend because without her, we wouldn't be filming this right now. So the story is this. You're actually in stasis for over 100 years.
Several hundred years.
Several hundred years.
Listen, don't embarrass me in